Sorry about that, guys. Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the SandCats franchise here. We're in Year 7, and heading into Game 8, the regular season halfway point here. And we are currently sitting at 7-0, leading the division by 2 games over the Blowfish, and we have a division rival matchup here, facing the last place Sirloins, who are 1-5, coming off a 5-4 loss to the Hot Corners, who aren't doing so hot on the season either. Our fourth pitcher, Johnny Rowland, will be making his second start of the year. He got the victory in his first start. He will be opposing the Sirloins' third pitcher, Hannah Hogswind, who took the L in her first start. And the ERA and WHIP shows she got hit around quite a bit in that start. Let's have a look at our lineup and jump into the action here. We're going to have Marin back, second game back from injury. In the first game he came back from, he hit a home run in his first at-bat back, so it was a good welcome back party for him. He's locked in. He'll be in center, batting leadoff. Fletcher Mackey takes up right field once again. He's batting second. Hezekiah Cross is DHing in the third hole. Fourth hole is going to be Hercules Bentley, the first baseman. Skylar Mosley is locked in the 5 hole. He's the second baseman today. Left fielder Luke Golden will bat number 6. Bihan Robertson will take shortstop, batting 7th. Kara Kawaguchi is back in the lineup at third base to have a game off last game against the, I believe, the Wild Pigs. Yes, she had a game off because she was tense. She'll be batting 8th. And Camden Brennan, the catcher's back in after a day of rest against the Wild Pigs. He will bat number 9. Let's jump into the action here and have some fun. So we're looking to go a perfect 8-0 here in the first half of the regular season. If that's the case and we continue to run the table, I think the only 2 regular season games you'll see after this one are going to be the one that clinches us the division, and then also the final one if we're still undefeated, to see if we can actually complete the regular season table run. So we'll see. Let's have a look at the Sirloins lineup here to begin the day. So we're going to be on the road here. Marin will lead off here against Hogswind. Let's have a look. Ridge Ray is playing third base, first year with the Sirloins. He's batting leadoff. Then DH Gray Wallace, the second baseman normally. He's 10s, batting in the 2 hole. Also a new addition to the team. Left fielder Bo Belter. He's normally a center fielder. He's batting third. Kat Stanza, the ever stalwart first baseman, is still batting in the 4 hole. Batting 5th is shortstop Allie Findair. Batting 6th is Dennis McSticks, the center fielder for the Sirloins. Batting 7th is shortstop Rob Glover. Batting 8th is Gabby Ganez, the right fielder. And batting 9th is Nino Jacks, the catcher. And on their bench they have Brent Rowland, Johnny Rowland's older brother, who is, well, I guess he's an older cousin, I should say. He is hurt, so he probably won't be seen in this game. Center fielder Armani Weeks, who's 10s. Left fielder Javier Cortez, who's also 10s. And backup catcher Simone Knight, who isn't anything to sneeze at. Whew. And then Hannah Hogsman's on the mound for the Sirloins. Let's have a look at her numbers here on the season. Lost her only start. She went 3 2/3 innings, giving up 5 hits and 3 walks, 1 home run, struck out 3 batters, gave up 3 earned runs, and she took the loss. ERA sitting at 7.36, and her WHIP is at 2.18. So she's looking to go a little bit deeper today for the Sirloins, as Marin leads off here against the righty. Take one inside, and that's how we start the game. Next one is in the dirt, 2-0. High ball 3. Not a good start for Hogswind here, who's normally a good, very decently accurate pitcher, and she walks Marin on 4 pitches. So the center fielder is on the lead off, and here's right fielder Fletcher Mackey batting in the 2 hole. Average up over 400 on the season with 3 homers and 15 RBIs so far. Curveball high from Hogswind, ball 1. No strikes yet from Hogswind. That's a pitch out. 6-2-0 the count. High ball 3. That's 7 consecutive balls to start the day. Finally gets one in there, 3-1. Marin rips that to second. Glover fields it on a hop on the deke, and that's going to be a double play ball. 2 out down now, no one on for Cross. Reigning MVP and Triple Crown winners, batting .484. 3 homers and 9 RBIs on the season so far. Low ball 1. High ball 2. 2-0 the count to Cross. That's a strike in there, 2-1. Chased one inside as that's pulled to right. Should be an easy catch out there, and it is for Ganez, and that ends the inning. SandCats do get a man on via the walk, but it's erased on a double play. Bottom 1, Ray, Wallace, and Belter do up against Rowland. And here's a look at, Red Dre is hitless on the season. Ooh, that's not good. Anyways, let's have a look at Roland's numbers here from his first start. He, of course, took the win. ERA is at 2.57. He gave up 2 earned runs. WHIP is at a solid 1.0. He went 7 innings, 7 hits given up with 4 strikeouts. One of those hits was a home run ball. And his batting average against is a solid 269. It could be better, but it also could be worse. Let's see what he does here in his second start here. First batter is Ray. Changeup ripped up the middle, and that's the first hit of the season for Ridge Ray as the third baseman's on to lead off the game for the Sirloins. First hit for either team, and that brings up Gray Wallace, the inside pitch specialist who's DHing today, hitting only .240, no homers, and 1 RBI on the season. Slider down and away is called strike, 0-1. Changeup down and in, grounded to short. Robertson backhands, flips the second one. Mosley to first. Double play, and that erases the hit, and that brings up Bo Belter. Dangerous center fielder is hitting .423 with 4 homers and 7 RBIs. Having a good season so far hitting the ball. Curveball ripped up the middle. Leaping is Robertson. Has passed his glove into the left center gap, and that will get all the way to the wall out there. Belter will be in standing up at second base with a 2-out double. To bring up Kat Stanzo, the first baseman, the outside pitch specialist, batting .350, 1 homer and 2 RBIs for, I believe she's the only original Sirloins lineup member. If I look at this lineup, I believe that is correct, even on the bench. The only original pitcher, actually there's 3 original pitchers in their bullpen and rotation at least, but Kat Stanzo is the only original Sirloins hitter. That's interesting, to say the least. Fastball down, hit up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. Let's see if the run can score here as Marin's charging. He comes up throwing, but it's going to be cut by Bentley as there's no chance to get the runner. It's 1-0 Sirloins here in the first. Now to bring up Find Air, 118 average on the year, no homers and no RBIs. Change up down, pop into foul territory on the first base side. Over for it is Bentley. Calls off Brennan, and he makes the catch to end the inning. But the Sirloins strike first on 3 hits, and they score a run on an RBI single by Stanza. Top 2, it is 1-0. Bentley, Mosley, and Golden do up against Hogswind. Bentley comes in hitting a solid .400, 1 homer, and 4 RBIs on the season. Ball outside, 1-0. Ball low, 2-0. Bentley rips that down the right field line. That's going to hook into the corner for a fair ball as Ganeza is to chase after it. Bentley's going to dig for second. He's trying for extra bases, and he gets it thanks to Ganeza's weak arm. Leadoff double for Bentley, and that brings up Mosley, hitting a solid .576. No homers and 3 RBIs for the second baseman. Strike inside. Good fastball from Hogswind, 0-1. High ball 1. Soft line to the right center. That's going to get down out there. McSticks comes up throwing for the plate as Bentley's going to try and score. And he will, and it's 1-1 as Mosley is into second with a double. So they trade places, and here is Luca Golden batting .280 on the year. No homers or RBIs on the season for the left fielder. Bit of a down year offensively for the fifth-year fielder as he takes a strike, 0-1. Ball inside, 1-1. Inside with the fastball, call at the corner, 1-2. K-Man active for Hogsman now. Chased it inside, and Golden is down on strikes and tenths. 1 out in the inning. That brings up Robertson, .346 average, no homers, 3 RBIs for the shortstop. Hard grounder to second. Glover goes to third. And that gets Mosley out as he was thrown out. He ran on contact, and he paid the price for it. Robertson reaches, and that brings up Kawaguchi, .231 average, no homers, 4 RBIs for the third baseman. Outside with the changeup, ball 1. Fastball swung through by Kawaguchi, 1-1. Hanging curveball, and Kawaguchi crushes it deep to left center field. That's heading to the gap. That is, just off the top of the fence, missing a homer by a matter of inches. It'll be a double for Kawaguchi. Robertson scores from first, and it's 2-1 Sandcats. That'll bring up Brennan. Catcher's hitting hot this year, .522 average, 3 homers, 8 RBIs. He's more known as a defensive catcher with his arm than he is for his bat as he takes one outside for a strike, 0-1. Curveball hangs and pulled it foul, 0-2 the count now to Brennan. Curveball up and in, and he crushes that deep to right center field. That is heading to the warning track, to the wall. Ganez makes the catch at the wall to end the inning. Sandcats strike for 2, though, thanks to an RBI double and another RBI single. It is now 2-1 to the bottom of the second. McSticks, Glover, and Ganez do up against Roland. Here's Dennis McSticks, through solid .391 average on the year. No homers, 3 RBIs for the center fielder. First pitch fastball down and in is called a strike, 0-1. Curveball down and away, low, ball 1. Slider up and in, called a strike, 1-2 the count now. Changeup down and away, outside, 2-2. Four-seamer down and in, crushed deep to right field by McSticks. Mackey retreats to the warning track to the wall. He leaps, it's out of his reach, and that's a solo shot for Dennis McSticks. Center fielder has his first of the season, and that makes it a 2-2 game. We're all tied up, and that brings up Glover. .267 average, no homers, 1 RBI on the season for the shortstop. It's a low pitch specialist. Fastball up and in, called a strike, 0-1. Slider up and away, called a strike, 0-2 the count now. Changeup down and in below the knees, taken, ball 1. Curveball down and away, taken in the dirt as it bounces, 2-2 the count now to Glover. Fastball inside, grounded to second, right at Mosley though. Makes the play, 1 out. Brings up Ganez, first at bat of the season for the right fielder. She's normally a bench player for the Sirloins. First pitch curveball down and away, taken, ball 1. Fastball down and in is a called strike from Roland, 1-1. Changeup up and in, line to left center field. That's going to get down out there and roll all the way to the wall as Marin gives chase. That's going to be extra bases for Ganez, as that's a 1-out double for her. She's in scoring position here for the 9-hitter. Catcher Nino Jax hitting .375, no homers and 3 RBIs for the catcher. Curveball down and the way on the first pitch is taken for a called strike from Roland, 0-1. Slider down and in, lined up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit as Marin comes on hard charging. His throw will hold Ganez to third base. Runners are at the corners now with 1 down. Brings up Ridge Ray, the third baseman. 1 for 1 today with a single. Came in to score later in the inning. Actually, no, he was erased on double play ball. My bad. First pitch to him is a changeup down. Check swing for a strike. 0-1. Called strike by the umpire. Fastball up and in, taken inside, ball 1. Slider down in the way, just low, 2-1 the count now from Roland. Curveball down and in, lined up the middle, over the leaping Robertson's glove. That's to left center field. That's going to roll near the wall. Marin cuts it off before it gets there, but it's going to be another extra base hit for the Sirloins as they take the lead 3-2 on Ray's double. Now batting is Gray Wallace, who was rattled after the double play ball he grounded into earlier. He's 0 for 1 today. Fastball down in the way, line foul, 0-1. Curveball down in the way, dribbled to the mound. Roland looks the runners back and goes to first. 2 down in the inning. Got to bring up Belter. Doubled his last time up and then came in to score. Changeup down and in, hit hard up the middle, past the diving Mosley, and that's going to be another base hit. 1 run's going to score easily, 2nd run's going to try and score, and it will. It is 5-2 as the Sirloins are out in front by a lot. 2 RBIs for Belter there, and that sets the stage for Stanza, who singled him in last time up. 1 for 1 today. Curveball up and in on the first pitch is taken for a called strike, 0-1. Four-seamer down and in, hit up the middle, another base hit for the Sirloins. That puts 2 on here with 2 down as the inning will continue. Coming up next is third baseman Ali Findair, who is 0 for 1 today. Slider down in the way, just low, ball 1. Fastball up and away, line to left, over the leaping Kawaguchi's glove, and that's another base hit. Bases are now loaded here for the Sirloins as Roland is rattled. That'll bring in McSticks, who homered his first at bat here in this inning. Remember, he started the inning off for the Sirloins here, and they've batted around to him. First pitch slider down in the way, blocked by Brennan in the dirt, ball 1. Curveball down in the way, fools him as he takes it for a called strike, 1-1. Change it down and in, check swing, called a strike, 1-2 the count now. Slider inside, taken, 2-2 count. Fastball away, line to right center field. That's looking for the gap, and it will find it as it rolls all the way to the wall. One run is in. Second run is coming in to score. Here comes a third runner around third. The cut throw from Mosley is late. It is a bases clearing double for McSticks. It is now 8-2 Sirloins, and Glover is up now 0 for 1 today. Fastball up and in, taken for ball 1. Slider away, hard grounder to second, diving is Mosley to cut it off. He'll go to first, and mercifully the inning is over, but the Sirloins score 7 runs off of Roland on the back of 8 hits and 1 home run ball. They take a 6-run lead to the third. Top of our lineup to up here against Hogswind. Marin got a walk in his first at bat and then was erased on a double play ball. Let's got to get a rally going here to get back in the game. Ball inside, 1-0 the count. Hit low, 2-0. Let's see if Hogsman shows any signs of rust. She was sitting on that bench for a long time during that rally. See, 2-0 count. Ball 3. Marin has not seen a pitch to hit this entire game so far. There's one in the zone at the knees, 3-1. Chased one high, but he fouls it off, out of the reach of all the fielders. Full count now. Key man active for Hogsman. Fastball down and in, skied to left center, McSticks over for it in the gap. Makes the catch easily, 1 down. Brings up Mackey, who's 0 for 1 today. Grounded into a double play ball his first time up. Low, ball 1. Fastball low, ripped up the middle, and that'll drop for a base hit as Mackey's on with his first hit of the day. He's 1 for 2. Brings up Cross, who's 0 for 1 today. Flew out his first time up to right field. Slider at the knees for Cutter at the knees for a strike, 0-1. Cutter in the same spot, line to second, right at Glover this time, 2 down. And that brings up Hercules Bentley, who doubled in his first at bat and then came around to score. Takes one in the dirt, ball 1. Late on the heater, 1-1 the count. Strike at the letters, good pitch from Hogsman, 1-2 the count to Bentley. Fastball line to right center, will that get down? Yes it will, Ganez cannot get there, and Mackey will get to third on the play. Runners are at the corners here with 2 down in the inning for Skylar Mosley, who doubled in a run in his first at bat. Can he come through one more time here for the Sandcats as they desperately need a rally to get back in the game? Strike at the knees, 0-1. Liner up the middle on the curveball, and that's going to be a base hit. Mosley comes through in the clutch. Now it's an 8-3 game as the lead shrinks to 5. Golden up, struck out in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 today. So far the only hitter in the lineup to strike out to this point. Changeup hangs in the middle of the zone. It's ripped to center, but that's going to fly right to McSticks' glove, and that ends the inning. Sandcats chip 1 away, but they're still down by 5 here at the bottom of the third. Ganez, Jackson, Ray face Roland. Ganez 1 for 1 today with the doubles. Roland is still rattled. His ERA has ballooned to a solid 10. First pitch fastball in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Slider down, taken low, ball 1. Curveball down in the way, called a strike. 1-2 the count now. Changeup up and in, taken, 2-2 the count. Fastball down and in, dribbled to the mound. Roland bare hands, fires to first, 1 down. Brings up Jax, who's 1 for 1 today with a single. Changeup down in the way, hit up the middle. Now another base hit for the Sirloins. That's number 12 on the afternoon. Marin gets it in, and that will hold him to a single with 1 down in the inning. Lineup flips over for Ray, who's 2 for 2 today. Now has his average up over 100 after coming in with no hits on the year. Drove in his first run of the season last at bat with a double. Curveball down in the way, line to third. Kawaguchi leaps, knocks the ball down. She has to go to first with it. Not in time. It's an infield single. Everybody's safe. That brings up Wallace, who's 0 for 2. Slider away, taken, ball 1. Rattled versus rattled. Who wins? 2-0. 3-0 as that misses. Slider outside, called a strike, 3-1. Fastball up and away. Wallace gets a charge into it, but I think he got under it to the right center gap. Marin in front of the warning track makes the catch for the second out as the runner tags for third. They'll make it there safely as runners at the corners here for the three-hitter, Bo Belter. Singled in a run his last at bat. He's singled in 2 runs actually his last at bat. He's 2 for 2 today. He's also scored twice. Fastball inside, taken for ball 1. Slider down in the way, check swing for a strike, 1-1. Change it down and in, dribbled up the middle. Robertson there, fires to first. That ends the inning as Roland gives up a couple hits, but he doesn't give up a run. We stay down by 5. To the 4th, it's 8-3. Bottom of our lineup due up. Robertson, Kawaguchi, and Brennan. Robertson's 0 for 1 today. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. That's a hanging changeup. He crushes it to left field. That is gone over the leaping left fielder's glove. That is the first of the year for Vihan Robertson, and that is going to cut the lead in half. It's now 8-4. That's going to bring up Kawaguchi. Doubled in a run in their first at bat of the season. Or this game, I should say. Ball high, 1-0. That's in there, grounded to first. Right, it stands on the hop, 1 down. Next up is Brennan, 0 for 1. Flew out to right center his last at bat. Strike in there, 0-1. Strike ball low, actually, 1-1. Outside with that one, 2-1 the count. Change up, rip to right field. That's going right to Ganez, 2 down. Brings up Marin. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. He's also grounded out. Cutter outside for a strike, 0-1. Fastball ripped up the middle, past the diving Glover, and that's going to be a base hit. Marin on with 2 down, and that brings up Mackey, who singled his last time up. High fastball hit on the ground, 1 hop to Glover. He goes to first. That ends the inning. The Sandcats again chip away another run. It's now 8-4. Bottom half of the 4th we go. Stanza, Find Air, and McSticks due up. Stanza's 2 for 2. 2 singles and an RBI today. Curveball down and in. Called a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in, just high, 1-1. Slider down and in, breaks inside, 2-1. Change it down in the way, called a strike, 2-2 the count. Fastball up and in, just high, full count now to Stanza. Curveball down and in, hit up the line. It's going to get by Dem Bentley on the dive, and that's going to be a base hit. Stanza reaches at first with the leadoff single, and that sends the 5-hitter to the plate. Allie Find Air, who singled her last at bat, then scored a run. She's 1 for 2. First pitch changeup down in the way, check swing for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and in, grounded to shortstop. Robertson dives and cuts it off. He has to go to first. In time for Find Air, 1 out. Roland now tense, and that brings up McSticks, who's 2 for 2. Doubled in 3 runs his last at bat. He's also hit a solo homer today, leading the Sirloins offense with scoring half of their runs. Curveball ripped into the gap in left center past Robertson's lead. And that's going to get another run in, a double for McSticks, his 2nd of the game, and a 5th RBI for him. It's now 9-4. Brings up Glover, who's 0 for 2 today. Curveball up and in on the first pitch. Sky to left. Golden in for it. Makes the catch, 2 down. Brings up Ganez. Doubled her last time up. She's 1 for 2 today. Change up down. Low. Ball 1. Fastball down. 2-0. Slider down in the way. Called a strike. 2-1. Ball inside, Sky to left center, Golden over for it, he's under it, makes the catch, and that's going to end the inning. Sirloins put 1 more on the board thanks to McSticks' bat. He drives in his 5th RBI with another double, and it's now a 5-run Sirloins lead to the 5th. Cross, Bentley, and Mosley due up. 3, 4, and 5 here for the Sandcats as they look to get something started. Cross is 0 for 2 today. He needs his back to wake up here. Ball outside, 1-0. Change up low, 2-0. Called a strike at the letters, 2-1. Outside, ball 3. Change up, pulled foul by Cross. He's out in front. Full count now. Chased it in the dirt, and Jax is going to make the play at first. 1 down. Brings up Bentley, 2 for 2, double and a single today. Curveball misses inside, 1-0. High with the cutter, 2-0. Fastball skied to right field, down the line. It's going to stay in play for Ganez. 2 down in the inning. That brings up Mosley, 2 for 2, double, single, and 2 RBIs. Changeup away, ball 1. Curveball away, 2-0 the count. Fastball skied to right center. Over is McSticks. He makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning for Hogsman. Bottom 5. Jax, Ray, and Wallace do up. Jax is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. Curveball swung over it. 0-1 the count. Fastball down in the way. Up the middle. Another hit for Jax. He's 3 for 3. That's going to bring up Ray, who's 3 for 3 today as well. Double and 2 singles. Changeup inside for a strike, 0-1. Slider down in the way, low, ball 1. Fastball up and in, inside, 2-1. Curveball away, outside, 3-1. Changeup down and in, called a strike, full count now. Slider down in the way, grounded to first. Bentley will tap the bag, fire to second, and we got him in a rundown here. Bentley runs him down, and that's a double play. Gonna bring up Wallace, 0 for 3 today. Fastball down in the way, called a strike, 0-1. Curveball outside, 1-1. Slider outside, 2-1. Changeup inside low, 3-1. Fastball away, line to second, over Mosley's head into the right center gap. No one can get there as it gets all the way to the wall. Marin gets it in, but it's a double for Wallace, his first hit of the game. He's 1 for 4. Brings up Belter. He's 2 for 3 today. Doubled and then singled in 2 runs. He's also grounded out. Slider away, ball 1. Fastball down and in, hit up the middle, another base hit, and the Sirloins are going to tack on another run. Marin comes up throwing for the plate, but it's late. Cut by Bentley, 10-4 the score. Brings up Stanza, 3 for 3, 3 singles and an RBI. Changeup at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and in, skied to left center, over for it's Marin. Makes the catch, and Roland's day is finally over. He gets through 5 innings, gives up 10 runs on 18 hits. Top 6 we go. It's a 6-run game. Golden, Robertson, and Kawaguchi are supposed to face Hogsman. Hogsman stays out there to start the 6th. Change up low, skied to left center field by Golden. Over is McSticks, 1 down. Brings up Robertson, 1 for 2. Solo homer his last at bat. Ball high, 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Changeup's crushed to center field. McSticks on the run. He's there. 2 down. Brings up Kawaguchi, 1 for 2. Doubled in a run in her first at bat and then flew out. Soft liner to first, leaping a Stanza. A 1-2-3 inning for Hogswind. Bottom 6. Find Air, McSticks, and Glover do up. Roland done after 5 innings. He got crushed. Coming in pitches the righty Kaylee Sutton. Sutton comes in, no record on the year. ERA is at 4.50. Whip at 150. 1 earned run given up. 2 innings pitched in 2 appearances with 2 hits, 1 walk. Run given up, and the average is at 250. See what she does here in this mop-up roll. First pitch fastball hit up the middle. Diving's Robertson to cut it off. He fires to first in time, 1 down. Brings up McSticks, 3 for 3 today. Homer and 2 doubles, driven in 5 runs. First pitch curveball down in the way, fouled off by McSticks, 0-1. Fastball up and in, fouled off, it's 0-2 now. Slider down and in, taken low, 1-2. Curveball down in the way, fouled off, 1-2. McSticks is staying alive here. Fastball up and in, skied to right. Mackey back a few, he's calling for it. Makes the catch, 2 outs. First time McSticks has been retired today. Brings up Glover, who's 0 for 3 today. Fastball up and in, called strike, 0-1. Curveball away, ball 1. Slider up, high, 2-1. Curveball down and in, rip foul, 2-2. Slider away, fouled off again, it's still 2-2. Fastball inside, check swing called, strike 3, and that's the end of the inning. 1-2-3 for Sutton. Top 7, it's still 10-4. Brennan, Marin, and Mackey do up. Hogsman will start the 7th inning as well. Brennan's hitless today. He's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts to right. 0-1. 0-2. Curveball skied to left center this time. McSticks over for it. Makes the catch, 1 out. Brings up Marin, 1 for 2. Singled and walked today. Curveball in there for a strike, 0-1. Fastball hard to short, right at find air. 2 down. Brings up Mackey, 1 for 3. He's singled. Change up low, ball 1. Curveball inside, 2-0. Fastball line to center, that drops for a base hit. Mackey keeps the inning alive for Cross. Cross is 0 for 3, still looking for his first hit. Ball high, 1-0. Strike the letters, 1-1. Curveball hangs, driven down the right field line. Gilla get out. Off the wall. Mackey will still score from first on the double. It is now 10-5. Sandcats chuck 1 on the board. Brings up Bentley, 2 for 3. He's doubled and singled today. That will do it for Hogsman. She goes 6 2/3 innings, gives up 5 earned runs. She's also responsible for the runner on second, but she is in line for the win. Coming in is the righty, Miguel Duke. Here are Duke's numbers on the season. Duke is responsible for the Sirloin's only win so far. He's 1-0. ERA at 4.76 and WHIP at 1.24. He's given up 3 earned runs, 5 2/3 innings pitched with 7 hits, 2.92 batting average against. He struck out 8 and he's appeared in 4 games. This is his 5th. Actually, not horrible numbers. Just little too few innings to get that ERA down. That'd be solid numbers, honestly. Bentley up. Ball high, 1-0. Curveball fouled off, 1-1 the count. Inside, 2-1. Hardliner to right field, that's another base hit. Ganez will come up throwing for the plate as the runner's going to try and score. And he will. It's 10-6 as Cross scores from second. 2 runs on the board now for the Sandcats in the inning, and that brings up Mosley, who's 2 for 3. Double, single, and 2 RBIs so far today. Ball high, 1-0. Slider hangs in the middle of the plate. Mosley pulls it down the left field line. Let's get into the wall, but Belter's there to cut it off, and that ends the inning. Sandcats cut the deficit from 6-4, though, as we head to the bottom of the 7th. Ganez, Jackson, Ray do up. Ganez is 1 for 3 today with a double. First pitch slider down and in, line down the first base line, out of the diving Bentley's reach, 0-1. 4-seamer down in the way, called, strike, 0-2. Curveball up and in, dribbler to short, Robertson charges, he'll fire to first, 1 down. Next up is Jax, who's 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. 4-seamer down and in, fouled off by Jax, 0-1. Slider down in the way, low, 1-1. Curveball down in the way, called a strike, 1-2 the count now. 4-seamer up and in, swung through it, strike 3. Jax retired for the first time today. 2 down for Sutton, and that brings up Ray, who's 3 for 4. Double and 2 singles today with a run driven in. Curveball down and away, called a strike, 0-1. Four-seamer up and in, taken, ball 1. Slider down and in, low, 2-1. Four-seamer down and away, check swing, strike 2. 2-2 count now. Curveball up high, taken, full count now. Slider down and away, swung over it, strike 3 called. Sutton punches out 2 and has a 1-2-3 inning here in the 7th. Top 8, it's still 10-6. Golden, Robertson, and Kawaguchi do up. Golden's hitless today, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. We're going to pinch hit for him here against Duke. Or are we? Yeah, we should pinch hit for him. But he's a switch hitter. I think we'll let him bat here, and then if he doesn't hit, we'll sub him out. So Golden will get the bat. Fastball from Duke in there, 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Curveball way outside, 2-1 the count to Golden. Fouls that fastball off, he's late, 2-2. Duke gives me Lincoln Porchetto vibes. He's got the stuff, but he can't control any of it for any reason. He's also walk prone though, but Porchetto isn't. Liner to right center, leaping his Glover, 1 down, and that's going to do it for Golden here in the game. He's going to come out. Paul will go in, he'll play right, and Mackey will move to left. Robertson up, he's homered today. Ball high, 1-0. High fastball ripped to right center, over is Ganez, easy play, 2 down. Now bring up Kawaguchi, 1 for 3, she's doubled in a run today. Fastball fouled off, out of reach on the right side, 0-1, she's late on the heat. Curveball breaks outside from Duke, 1-1. Fastball left in the middle of the plate, driven deep to left center field. Does it have enough carry? At the wall is Belter. He looks at it off the wall, and that will be a double for Kawaguchi, her second of the game. She's 2 for 4. Brings up Brennan, who's hitless today. He's 0 for 3. Strike in there, 0-1. Good pitch from Duke. Curveball low, ripped to second right at Glover, though, and that's going to end the inning. Sandcats get a hit, but do nothing with it. Bottom 8, it's a 4-run deficit. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Sirloins here. Wallace, Belter, and Stanza. Wallace is 1 for 4 today. First pitch curveball down and away, fouled off, 0-1. Fastball up and away, called a strike, 0-2 the count now. Slider away, it breaks outside, 1-2. Curveball down and in, called strike 3 at the knees, it fooled him, he's down on strikes, 1 out. Brings up Belter, 3 for 4, double and 2 singles and 3 RBIs today. First pitch fastball down and in, grounded up the middle. Mosley backhands, he's there. Fires to first, 2 down. Brings up Stanza, 3 for 4, 3 singles and an RBI today. Slider down and in, called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Good pitch there from Sutton. Four-seamer down in the way, check swing, called a strike. It's quickly 0-2. Curveball up and in, taken inside, checked. It was anticipated by Stanza, 1-2 the count now. Fastball down and in, swung through it, strike 3, and Stanza's down on strikes to end the inning. Sutton another 1-2-3 inning with 2 more punch-outs. Top 9 we go, it's 10-6. Sandcats need a rally here to stay alive and undefeated. Top of the lineup due up, Marin, Mackey, and Cross, with Duke remaining out there on the mound. Marin comes in, 1 for 3, single and a walk today for him. Slider in there for a strike, 0-1. High fastball taken, ball 1. Slider inside, ripped to left center field. Can that get by McSticks? Not quite. He makes the catch, 1 out. Brings up Mackey, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Slider ripped to right field on the first pitch. It's right at Ganez, though, 2 down. Sandcats are 1 out away from losing their perfect season. Here's Cross, 1 for 4, double and an RBI today. Fastball outside, ball 1. Curveball hangs, punched up the middle. McSticks slides, it's past his glove, but Cross will be held to a single as McSticks recovers quickly. He keeps the game alive for Bentley, who's 3 for 4, double and 2 singles today. He's also driven in a run. Curveball inside, ball 1. Curveball up and away, called a strike, 1-1. Curveball, punch through the middle, and that's going to get through for a base hit. First and second now with 2 outs. Mosley due up. He's 2 for 4 today. Double, single, and 2 RBIs. Can anyone play first base? Let's check. Cross is DHing, so he can't. Alright, nobody in the game can play first base. Morrison can play first base, but he can't field for shit. Alright, Bentley's got to stay in then, even though he's slow as hell. Alright, they'll bring up Mosley. 2 on here for the second baseman, looking for another hit. Slider outside for a strike, 0-1. Fastball dribbled to short. Play goes to first. Mosley's retired, and that ends the game. Sandcats fall 10-6 to the last place Sirloins, who were 1-5 coming into this game. That hurts. We lost to a shit team. Sirloins jumped out early of Roland, and they never looked back. That 7-run second inning is what killed us. 10-6 your final. Double-digit hits for both teams. Everyone in the Sandcats lineup got a hit, except for Brennan and Golden. John Paul never got to bat. On the other side, everyone in the Sirloins lineup got at least 1 hit, except for Rob Glover, who was 0 for 4. Looking at the pitching lines here. Roland, 5 innings, 18 hits, 10 earned runs given up. 1 homer, takes the loss. ERA up to 9 now. But Sutton, 3 scoreless innings of relief with 5 strikeouts. She struck out all of the Sirloins batters that were recorded today. Roland didn't have a single one. Her ERA drops to 180 on the year. On the other side, Hogsman, 6 2/3 innings pitched. She gets the win. 10 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, a home run given up. She's 1-1 now. And Duke, it gets 2 1/3 innings of relief with 4 hits, but no earned runs score. He has a solid hold, but no save, because it was pretty much out of reach at that point. Player of the game is Dennis McSticks, as I figured. He had a homer, 2 doubles, and 5 RBIs with a run scored. Belter, your runner-up, 3 for 5. Double, 2 singles, 3 RBIs, 2 runs scored. And Hercules Bentley went 4 for 5 today. Double, 3 singles, RBI, and a run scored. Yeah, that's a demoralizing loss, because we just lost to a last-place team while we were undefeated. That hurts. That really hurts. For some reason, Roland just crapped the bed today. Everything he threw, they were ready to pounce on. Still by far the best team in the league. We have the best record and the best run differential at this moment. While Pigs have lost 2 games in a row. Almost 3, but Lloyd Cook walks them off with the 2-run bomb. They take the division lead again. Saltee taking on the Hot Corners here as Saltee look to get out of last place. They do that with a win, 9-4. Hot Corners fall to last place. Herbisaurs and Freebooters here. Herbisaurs keep pace with Wild Pigs. They take the division lead again thanks to run differential. Platypi moved to 7-1 on the year, but they have the lower run differential than us. And Blowfish and Moose here to round out the Sims. Moose crushed the Blowfish. Holy crap. 17-3. Jesus. They fall. Blowfish fall to 5-3. Moose improved to 3-5. So again, not much has changed here in the division. It's still a 2-team race at the halfway mark. Us and the Blowfish are 2 games apart with 8 games left to play. On the other division in our conference, it's also a 2-horse race. Herbisaurs and Wild Pigs are tied at 6-2. All the other teams in our conference are below 500. So. Oh boy. And looking at the Mega Conference here, Platypi are 7-1, Heaters are 5-3, and the Wide Loads are 4-4. It's a 3-team race there. And then on the other division, the Buzzards move up to 5-3, and Nemesis and Jacks are 4-4, another 3-team race. Technically, they have all 5 teams in contention in the bottom division. It's just a weak division this year. All teams are 2 games apart. Alright, let's have a look at the... Oh, we're playing the Sirloins again. Well, hopefully we can beat the piss out of them this time for that fuckery that happened. Probably not going to record this game, though, because, well, it doesn't involve us clinching a playoff berth, or are we facing the second-place team, which is the Blowfish. So this one's not going to get recorded, so I don't care. Let's have a look at see any developments here. Kaysen Anderson, picked up by the Overdogs, replaces Marsha Brown, the former Sandcat. Maybe we could bring her back. John Paul's starting to regress. I could use a better right fielder. Looking here. Oh, Peter Tapia gets plus 11 accuracy. I've been waiting for that random upgrade to come for him, and it's finally arrived. Thank God. And Friedman loses 4 fielding, dropping from a B to a B minus. It's alright. He's 38. I expect him to regress. Alright. Let's see. Any developments that I like here? Speed for Brennan. He's a catcher. Not really important. Mahoney. Velocity. I would much rather have junk for him. Let's see. Cross. I don't have enough money. It's not going to be here next time either. Bentley's will be here next time, but I don't think he needs any more power. He's got plenty. Kawaguchi juicing, that's way too high of a chance to get that. Fielding for Paul. It's not really required. It's cheap, though, but it'll be here next time. Honestly, I don't like any of these overly, so we'll just save. Fine with me. Alright, so let's have a look at the schedule coming up here. So our 10th game is against the Herbs. 11th game is against the Freebooters, 12th game is against the Moonstars. So it looks like our next potentially recorded episode is game 13 or 14, possibly both, against the Blowfish, because they're the second place team right now, and this may or may not clinch the division right here. So we got a couple games to get through before we get to that point, so it could be a while before you see that episode pop up here on the channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, even though we got our clocks cleaned. And hopefully we can bounce back next time out. Thank you for watching. This is The Nasty One, signing off.